just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle. We'll be coming back to you with the samples. Our predictions coming soon with a halo. We just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.
Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. Thank you for being here on this momentous day, this historical day, breaking all-time highs. We've done it, guys. This is extremely exciting. A lot of people do not know where this Bitcoin is going to go. Where is our Bitcoins going to go, guys? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you my long-term projection, my short-term projection. I'm going to tell you about some of the crazy bullish things that some of the major elites in crypto today are talking about. We're going to go over some of the projects and altcoins that I think are going to do exceptionally well, and even go over some of the Google Trends data, which has always been a leading indicator. We'll kind of go over some charts that I've recently talked about, and as you can see, many of my projections have come into fruition. I've been on fire lately, so definitely stay tuned. As you can see, guys, let's get into Bitcoin to start. If we take this down fib from 2017 to 2018, Bitcoin had its high and low. Take the down fib here, you see that Fibonacci projections up here show that the next major resistance is around $30,000. That is the 1.618, not the 0.618, the 1.618 of the down fib retracement here, fib retracement. You can see that the next long-term target for me, possibly medium, depending on the exuberance, is around $30,000 for Bitcoin. And if we zoom in, kind of auto this here, you can see here that Bitcoin was filling out this kind of sketchy looking ascending triangle. And yes, it was sketchy because it broke underneath the 21 EMA twice, and it did not move down to the 50 EMA. It actually kind of just bullishly bear trapped a lot of bears in this area, and broke out of this ascending triangle here. Now the target here currently for this ascending triangle is right around $2,900, potentially 23,000. So sorry, right around 23,000. Yeah, $23,000. Sorry, getting a little tongue-tied with all this excitement. And basically, you can project this by just taking, the measurement of this portion of the ascending triangle and moving it towards the breakout area, and you can see that the target is roughly around $23,000. That would be my short-term target. I have said recently that I think that Bitcoin was bullish overall. I really thought that the end of this month was going to be, kind of like a really big push. A lot of exuberance, Bitcoin moving up, breaking all-time highs, altcoins doing exceptional. And what we have to look at, though, is that is our target. But of course, Bitcoin doesn't move straight up. So we have to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see here on this chart, every time we've moved to this trend line, we have been rejected or faked out. And now again, Bitcoin is moving towards this breakout area, looking to break above this trend line here. And if it does, what that would mean is that Bitcoin will probably do a lot better than everyone else, though the major altcoins like Ethereum, Litecoin, potentially XRP at this point, now that it's moved down. When I said guys recently in the last video, I said I think XRP is a nice short, and it was a perfect short. We'll go over that chart soon. And here you can see here that if we do break above, the major altcoins will do well. And the smaller altcoins that will do well are the altcoins that are poised to have major roadmap releases. This is generally, not financial advice. Nothing I say is, invest today or, financial advice. But generally, when you have a major roadmap release where there's a lot of momentum, your altcoin does exceptionally well. So we do have to see, who are the projects that are interesting to me. I think that Chromia is a very interesting project. Number one, if you look at the technical analysis, which I'm not going to do today because I work with this project directly, so I don't want to get too heavily into the price talk. But one thing I can tell you is fundamentally, this project has definitely changed many things. The community was concerned about certain things, and the project has definitely come out and started to do a lot more for the community. Recently, there was a treasure hunt. DApps are starting to, kind of just go crazy on Chromia. And as you know, with Rel on Chromia, it is the perfect opportunity for, an RPG, like a massive RPG type game, possibly to launch on this project. And, I don't know anything about, any type of game like that launching on Chromia, but I think that with this type of momentum and the technology in place, I believe, personally, that projects like this, or possibly even Chromia, can definitely see, a really big game or DApp going on top of this project. This is definitely something to look at, just because from a fundamental standpoint, I do see this team really moving in the right direction, and overall the technology is exceptional. We also have to take a look at Unilin's roadmap, and we do see that here in Q4 of this year, Unilin's alpha release is happening, and this is going to be a big release, guys. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be very important. It is an alpha release, but people may misinterpret the word alpha, thinking, it's not going to be that great, but the alpha release is going to be big. But what we have to understand is just the beginning, because if we look at Q1 of next year, there's going to be beta release, and then the mainnet launch. You're going to have fusion farming, and then in Q2 you're going to have governance, and in Q3 you're going to have layer 2 scaling, meta transactions, and there's ongoing research in many very interesting areas here. So this project has a fully stacked roadmap for 2021. For me, I'm holding my Unilin long term, guys, because this project has a lot of growth and many, many more exceptional roadmap pieces as we go forward into 2021. And of course, as we see here, this was just sent out today. They're commenting on a post that they made on December 3rd. Matic said that they are embarking on the final frontier of our decentralization journey. Public delegation to external nodes are now live on Matic. So public delegations, these external nodes, this is all happening. And I really think that the Matic network is going to extremely pick up here with further decentralization of their network. And this is very, very, very important, because major dApps are only going to work with projects that are decentralized, that can be trusted, because they are decentralized. Decentralization is what makes this technology important, guys. Cryptocurrency is important because it is decentralized, because if it's not decentralized, you could just use a cheaper version of a database. But the decentralization gives the project, the cryptocurrency project, that much more value and importance. And now that Matic is truly becoming fully decentralized, it's already decentralized to a very high degree, but fully decentralized, and will continue. This is a huge, huge thing. And I believe that there would be more information coming out on this. And, who knows who else wants to work with Matic because of this. Now, in the news, guys, we have to see Michael Saylor. He is, the biggest bull in crypto right now. This is huge, huge, huge. He says MicroStrategy has purchased approximately 2,574 Bitcoins for $50 million in cash, in accordance with its Treasury Reserve policy, at an average price of approximately $19,427 per Bitcoin. We now hold approximately 40,824 Bitcoins. Now, this is so bullish to me, because this is a elite investor. This is a type of guy that knows more than your average guy, knows more than someone like me that's fully ingrained in crypto, full-time crypto. I work in this space. This guy knows things, guys. and he's buying Bitcoin at all-time highs, $19,427. What does that suggest? That suggests that he does not think this is the bottom, that he thinks that we have a lot more room to grow. That is extremely bullish. He also stated here recently on the 14th, just a couple days ago, he said, gradually, then suddenly, thoughtful investors will realize that the riskiest decision they can make is to ignore or underallocate to Bitcoin. A decision to invest 1% in Bitcoin is a decision to underperform, increase risk, or destroy wealth in the other 99% of the portfolio. So what you have to see is that millionaires and billionaires realize that many other asset classes are going to underperform in the next 3 to 5 years. Real estate, everything's kind of becoming more digital. So, the commercial real estate is probably going to have issues. Real estate in general, like retail real estate, probably going to underperform. It's very inflated. And, many other commodities, maybe even the stock market, could potentially be a loss in the next 3 to 5 years because, you just look at the Dow Jones, it looks crazy. So what we realize is that millionaires and billionaires are probably going to at least be putting at least 1%. And you do see that a lot of big names, hedge funds, are starting to find interest, and there's a lot more institutional interest in crypto in general. Guys, this is, in my opinion, not financial advice, going to bleed into the altcoins. The market caps of cryptocurrencies in general are going to grow because of the speculation that is being propelled by Bitcoin. Recently, also breaking, CME Group announces Ethereum Futures product. So this is an Ethereum Futures product, guys. This is huge. Now, a lot of people will probably misinterpret this because last time when Bitcoin in 2017 received this same product, it was the downturn of the market. And, some big shorts were made on Bitcoin and Bitcoin crashed. Now, in this case, when you see that the institutional interest is buying at the top of our current top, or where we're at now at these highs, this could actually be extremely bullish because instead of, projecting into the future as an institutional trader and taking a short, you could take a long with this type of product. And with everything that's going on on Ethereum, staking and the future of ETH 2.0, this could be exceptionally bullish because, people are buying Ethereum. You have Raoul Pal, who recently, put 20% of his entire portfolio into Ethereum. So I actually think this is very bullish, and I don't think this is bearish. So, moving on, you would have Raoul Pal, speaking of the devil, said, I am about to present the world's best trade, aka Bitcoin, to 150 European hedge funds and asset managers. Wish me luck. Guys, he's doing this. This is the post that he made today. He's doing this when Bitcoin has hit all-time highs. And let's go to the clean chart. He's not doing this as some kind of a value investment in Bitcoin at an all-time low. He's presenting Bitcoin as he says here, the world's best trade. He's presenting to 150 European hedge funds and asset managers at all-time highs. This is bullish, guys. Now, what I think about these Google Trends is that they have not yet reflected what we are going to see in the next coming days. I'm going to show you this because I want you guys to, this is free, guys. This is a leading indicator. You don't have to pay for some subscription. I don't sell you guys anything. I just give you guys free, hard-hitting data and information analysis. And as you can see here, this free indicator here shows Bitcoin is its interest in search volume is above the beginning of November, still at this low, recent low. And what I imagine is that now that Bitcoin has broken all-time highs, CNBC is going to jump in. The news agencies and hedge funds are going to push that much harder, and there's going to be a lot more FOMO and interest because of breaking all-time highs, history in the making, and I imagine this starts moving up, guys. I believe retail is going to now have that magic number broken for them, and this is where retail jumps in. This also means altcoins should do well, and as you can see, Litecoin is very similar to the Bitcoin 90-day analysis. It's just more volatile. XRP is a little flat right now, but whether you believe in XRP or not, it did recently, let's go ahead and take a look at the chart, recently came down to that 618. I did talk about a short in my last video. 2 months ago, I told you guys that it was a good buy, and it went up, exceptionally well. Let's see, what was that trade? It was roughly around 250%. And recently it came down, touched that 0.618, guys, that magic golden number on the Fibonacci. Has bounced exceptionally well today. It's up 12%. So I believe that you're going to have XRP doing exceptionally well in the future as well. And I believe that even with Ethereum and all these charts, they look very similar on Google Trends. I think that you're going to see that this trend starts moving up again, and that's where we're at today, guys. Again, what we have to realize is that Bitcoin has broken all-time highs. It has defied the bears, and at this point, this is extremely bullish. This is also a time where on the daily we see that the MACD has crossed above the signal here, and we are showing that selling pressure is subsiding, turning into buying pressure at all-time highs. We're seeing the Stokes erect and high. We're seeing the RSI moving upwards and back into this overly bullish area. And this is where Bitcoin, at a time when Bitcoin has broken all-time highs, guys. So this to me is exceptional. What I see, if we had to project, this is a projection. This is not even technical analysis, but projection is that we come up to this targeted area around $23,000. It would be great if we moved back down at that point, tested this $20,000 area, and then moved up to 25,000 and onto the overall area of $30,000, which is that next medium to long-term target that we have. And as we can see, this is Fibonacci that is projecting this, guys. So, this is not me pulling a number out of my butt. This is Fibonacci. And this is all extremely bullish. Never give up on the future of money. Take it easy, guys.